Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. As you can see on the screen here, going to be talking about Alliance tournaments. And while, yes, my last video was kind of a how-to, and it ended up turning into a rant, this one's going to be more of a rant. So, welcome back. What was you thinking? Been a while since I've given 2 thumbs down and 2 middle fingers up. Yeah, I wonder if that's why I rant too much in some of these videos. I just haven't been doing too many of these what was you thinkings. First off, and I don't even know where to start with what was you thinking. You can start with a lot of things. We'll go in order. We'll start with the tasks. What were you thinking with this task list? One, I don't think there's enough tasks on the list. Needs to be more tasks on the list. And honestly, you got to tighten the shot group on the points here. The 10,000 points and are mostly high spender or medium spender type of tasks, which is fine. But you know what? These 800, 480, none of those, man. 1,000 points. Change all these to 1,000 points. I don't know why you decided you were going to be like, oh, we're going to have some at 80 and some at 400 and some at 800 and some at like 40. It's like, why? Why did you think that was a good idea? Part of the problem there is because you have some of these at 10,000, they're going to be spender, or even maybe a G6 player can do this without spending. You make the lower level players feel like they can't do anything. They're not even going to contribute. If you're an alliance that has 400,000 points already, but you're a low 40 player, you can't do some of this shit. Maybe some of these ones that are 400. Do you feel like you're contributing? Now you're changing 1,200 points a day into 3,000 points a day. You probably feel a little bit more like you can actually contribute instead of not contributing at all. But that's okay. By all means, alienate the smaller players, free-to-play players, for the sake of big spenders. By all means. However, but I'll say the same for this 1,000, 2,000 bracket here. There's even some that are 3,000 and 4,000. Like, why is the gap so big? Or maybe it's not even the gap so big. It's why is there such a huge discrepancy here? There should be very easy, low scoring task, medium difficulty, medium scoring task, high difficulty or spend, high scoring task. 3 categories, not 10. It's stupid. It's stupid. For multiple reasons. Not only do you make people feel like they can't contribute, but more things that can go wrong because you have more different difficulty tasks. It's more things that can go wrong, right? And 2, you need to have more than 3 or 4 per difficulty category. There just has to be. Again, for multiple reasons. 1, how many tasks are there? Oh, we give you reroll tokens. Okay, fine. How many do you got to spend to get a task that you want to do? Especially when some of these are spend materials. You already did your daily pulls for whatever day. Day 1, 2, or 3. Well, shoot, I can't do this one, or that one. So what do? Well, you reroll. And you reroll. And you reroll. And you reroll. The problem is, somebody else in your alliance could do that. How many times should you have to reroll a certain difficulty task when there's only like 4 of them in there? How many times should you have to do that? You shouldn't have to do it that much. It should be a higher number of tasks per difficulty. And part of it, look at this screen. Look at all this empty space right here. There's so much empty space right here. What? Why? Make more tasks. It would make players feel like they can be involved more. And you know what? You have all these tasks that are 10,000 points. Spenders are still going to buy this stuff. They're still going to buy the thing. Even if you make more, not only more task slots, but more different type of tasks, that would solve that. being able to have more options to choose from, yes, it's absolutely going to make players feel more involved. Did you not understand that? Maybe if you'd have done some testing, you would have realized that. Brings me to the other thing. How much of this shit is broken? Not only with the test, but let's say with the the scoring. Yeah, it's more task related, I guess. How much of this is broken? Why did you not alpha and beta and maybe even Charlie or Delta test this shit? Obviously, you didn't. As much shit is broken. How many people out there have had this coding or this event mistakenly say, oh, you did a task already, even though you didn't. And therefore, instead of having 3 daily attempts, you only had 2. A lot of players have been complaining about that. A lot of players have been complaining about the events not scoring correctly, which, yes, happens. And honestly, with the reroll tokens, how many times have you clicked on a reroll and it actually hasn't rerolled? Why? Why? Because you didn't test it. And why? Why would you not test it? You make enough money to make testing servers. At least one, I would suggest 3. And populate them with players. You know what? You got enough employees that work for you, make them join the damn server. Or you know what? Hire some people to test the thing out. Or, God forbid you do this and give fans an early look. Players an early look. Let some of them join this testing server. Why? You could have opened up the testing server a week ago. That's not too far in advance. And they could have done 2 days of this, and you'd have found a bunch of bugs. Maybe some that you couldn't fix in a week, maybe. But you know what? How many bugs, glitches, snafus, problems would you have found and been able to fix in a week? Bet you at least half of them. I mean, if your coding team has any competency, but as far as I can tell, you didn't test this shit at all. You didn't test this shit at all. That came out a little weird. Tested. You didn't test this shit at all. You didn't test this shit at all. Why? Good thing. I don't know what exactly you were thinking. Maybe you were thinking, we'll save some money by not creating this server and not paying people to test it. Yeah, because otherwise, why would you not test this more? Whatever. To a certain extent, still sticking with the task here, looking at these 10,000 point tasks, and you're looking at numbers, and you're like, oh my god, 15,000 temporal disruptors and acquire 17,000 multi-phase credits. That's a spender thing. That's only a big spender thing. Well, acquiring 17,000 multi-phase credits, it's not exactly a big spender thing. You get 17,000 by buying $100 pack. How many low spenders out there do that once, twice a month? 3, 4 times a month. Some of them do. I do. If I had liked this event more, would I find a pack that I want? Oh, I like that pack. I want that pack. I want the things in it. And you know what? I'll come in here and I'll go find this one and I'll start it. And then I'll go buy the pack because I'm double dipping. How many players would do that? Lots of players would do that. So maybe this one is more a little bit at players. Some of these 10,000 you can do. Maybe not necessarily free to play, but not extra pay. How many of you like buying the monthly daily claim packs? How about some of the bonus ones? We're getting, what are we at, the 16th here? And close to when the bonus one's out. I don't know if it's out or not. But you know what? Maybe you waited because you like to wait. You don't want to spend all your budget. You have a $300 budget for this game-ish, let's say. You bought one early. Now you have 2 more $100 packs you buy. Well, it's a perfect time to buy one right now. Not that you have to. You don't have to. But you can do this. And then you know what? There's 10,000 points. So a lot of these are actually easier. I won't say easier. They're more doable, free to play, or even low spend to play than you might think. Even temporal disruptors. You know you have an opportunity to get 15,000 in less than a day. You do. It's hard. Because you can assuming you like the Zindi Armadas enough, you can do a double chest pull for the rares and get some of these Temporal disruptors. You gonna get 15,000? Probably not, but you know what? If you have enough Temporal artifacts maxed, you could potentially do some trade-ins. There's potential there for that. Whether it's gonna work out or not, I don't know. But it's possible. It is possible. Hard, but possible. And some of these G6, I don't know why, it's only acquired G6 material, why it's not G5 material, or even spend G5 material. Why does it have to be G6? I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking there when, especially these 2000 ones. Spend 1800 G6 rare ore. Why is it G6? What if you're in an alliance with no G6 players? Absolutely a hindrance for your ability and your alliance's ability to score points in this event. Because you can't do this. You have zero access to G6. But yet the tasks are still here. I'm only G5. Yeah. Maybe I should be moving up. Okay. Coming on to another task that is potential for free to play. Potential. You can see me here. Now, what I'm trying to say is some of these tasks are very doable free to play. Would take some hoarding, lots of hoarding. Because as you can see, I have 3,600 points already. I need 17,000. Now I claim some from the Exporg store. There is a trade-in for rare Exporg credits, and you can get some artifact stuff. Got some from there, and I got some from the Territory Battle Pass. Do I have 14 starts for Formation Armadas? I do. Because I don't run that many Formation Armadas. Again, hoarding. Well, there we go with me and my alarms. I did the thing already. I just forgot to turn the alarm off. Oh well. And again, it's going to take me hoarding, right? Or it takes you hoarding. Maybe hoarding for in the future. You absolutely can do this free to play because premium artifact tokens, and I know I said in the video, what the hell are premium artifact tokens? Totally forgot. Plus the picture was wrong. But again, there's too many fucking currencies. You can do this free to play. It is doable. Hard, yes. But in the starter chest in the Formation Armada, regular Formation Armada, not the rare, what's part of the reward? 1,000 premium artifact tokens, right? This one's doable. Even the Syndicate XP one. What is it, 100,000 or something like that? Yeah, that's kind of a lot, but there's a lot of trade-ins for Syndicate XP now. And you know what? Don't forget emergency field rations. You could. I'm not saying you should spend emergency field rations on Syndicate XP. You can. Depends on, kind of where you're at with Syndicate, right? If you're somewhat high, then you probably don't want to, because then you'll max it out higher, which is a good thing. But then, you're not really. You're claiming your Syndicate XP and it's going towards nothing. Instead of it going towards something. You spend the field rations on something else. But you can. I have a lot of field rations. I can do the Syndicate XP one. I spent, probably an hour with the reroll token, rerolling trying to get the Syndicate XP one, and of course it wouldn't populate because an annoying thing about this. Why do I even have to reroll? Good God. Do you really have to monetize that? Can't I just do the task? If I know I can do the task, can I just do it? No, I have to wait for it to populate. It's very annoying. Don't really want this rant to go on too much longer, but let's move on a little bit. Here I have another problem. Now, yes, you can see my alliance name on this list. Yes, we are in the top 100. But the problem here is, if you are not in the top 100, how do you even know how many points you got? Okay, it's not that big a snafu, but what were you thinking when you decided not to tell an alliance how many points they have? Come on now. You gotta tell me how many points we got total. Come on now, what kind of ridiculous ass bullshit is that? What were you thinking there? Oh, we're just not going to put up, at any point or any place what total points the alliance has. You would think here, maybe, members score. No, there's no total. Why is there no total? Because there's no total. Why? I don't know why. I really don't know why. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like there are a bunch of other players out there saying, I do want to know the total points of my alliance, even though we're not in the top 100. What does that have to do with anything? I just want to know how many points total my alliance scored without having to add up the whole entire goddamn list. By all means. We'll come here, and I'll try to be a little quick about this, wrap this up here. I don't like a lot of this shit here, especially some of the shit here at the bottom. Some of these things that are only Master League only. Kirishar, for one, is really Master League only. Really. Only the alliances or the players in the alliance in the Master League have access to Kirishar. As broke as shit as this has been, you gotta be more inclusive with that. You got to. And how about the people that bought into it early? This guy. I have to be in the Master League to get more? Really? What the hell? What the hell were you thinking? Come on now. Come on. Really? What else is in here? Only for Master League. Omega Particle, Prime Cosmic Particle? Come on. That's only a Master League reward? You gotta be shitting me. There's a little too many of these things that are Master League only. Enterprise E, Riker, and Picard are Master League only? Really? Why? These three assholes, they're Expert League? Oh my god. Excuse me. Probably nothing to... Okay, don't cough right near them. Try to turn my head. You can definitely notice the spike there. Yep. Learning progress. Work in progress? Learning progress. Something. I mean, I do like that there are primes in here. Of course, you gotta buy the things 10 times. Right? How much do they cost? Why they're only, Expert League or Master League with a lot of the good ones. Whatever, I guess. Come back to the task list and wrap this up here. So, yes, Alliance tournaments have populated, and yes, there's a lot of shit broken. Why? Because they didn't do the tests. I don't know why. I don't know what they were thinking. They didn't do the tests. They didn't do enough testing. Why are there not more tasks on this list? A very sparse list for as huge of a point scoring discrepancy that you have between 80 and 10,000. Barely have 12 tasks on this list. No. Or how many are on this list? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not 18. Alright. So there's 10. There's not 20. There are 100 people in my alliance. You were banking on the fact that it was going to repopulate a new task when somebody selected one. Yeah. I don't know why you were banking on it. What were you thinking when you were banking on that? Of course something was going to go wrong. But it's what we really need to do. And when we complain and we rant about this stuff, give some ideas how to fix it. Well, add more tasks. There really do need to be more tasks on this list. I do think the point differential needs to be different. There needs to be 1,000, I say, point tasks. And that's one group. You have like 8 tasks at 1,000 points. And then you have 8 tasks at 3,000 points. And then you have another 8 tasks at 10,000 points. And you know what? If you got to add more tasks to make the reroll tokens worth it, fine. You know what? Add some. Hey, go kill this kind of hostile. Because you got the Gorn one here. Killed 10 Gorn hostiles. Complete 20 wave defense waves. Wow, that's a little high. But where's the more kill this type of hostile? I don't know where that is. There's a lot of Armada ones in here. And I know people don't like... There are a lot of people out there that don't like mining. Tough shit. Mining's part of this game. Why are there no tasks to mine such and such amount of material or currency? this currency, that currency. Why? Go out there and farm Cindy scraps. Why not? Sounds like a good idea for a task to me. Because what you do there is you're doing a double tap, right? You're getting people to participate in your alliance tournaments, and you know what? They're getting a currency that they can't get easily elsewhere. So they're kind of grinding their Zindies and doing this event at the same time. Overlap in some of these events. That's another way to make players like it more. So comment below. What are your biggest complaints about alliance tournaments? Also, let's try to help these people out. What are some ways to fix alliance tournaments? Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I am the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.